a point about how many people it hits. We've had The Australian has come out and said that 500,000 Australians will be hit with this super tax when they retire. The Financial Review has come out and said that this will hit farmers and small businesses. So, Rita, the point is, as with the franking credits debacle, which Chris Bowen wisely said, don't vote for us if you don't like it, this is franking credits on steroids. This is going to attack everybody. It destroys the entire bargain of superannuation, which is that you put money aside now and you get it tax-free later. It will destroy people's investment incentives, Rita.
Yes, and Labor did not go to the election with any of this on their policy platform. So for those who were fooled, who thought these group of people who were standing behind Bill Shorten and his efforts to reimagine capitalism as well, get rid of negative gearing or drastically change negative gearing, different taxes on your super, it's the same mob of people and they still have the same beliefs, the same ideology, the same goals. And it's no surprise that now they're in power, they're pushing ahead with this agenda. So this is who they are. When you vote for Labor, this is what you should expect. So in a way, I feel sorry for people who got fooled because they thought they were voting for a fiscally responsible shadow of the Liberal Party, you know, Liberal Party, but without ScoMo heading it. But no, this is a radical far-left Labor government.
It will be interesting, James, to see how the Teals respond to this, because the Teals are in those wealthy seats that will be really hard hit by Labor. They're coming for you in big time, but they're not only coming for the wealthy, they're coming for everybody. They're coming for Mrs. Kafoops. They're going to raid Mrs. Kafoops' superannuation.
Well, hang on.
And her home. And the family home. James?
Well, I was just going to say, these Teal seats, I'm glad you brought that up, because the Teals, those seats are going to have a double whammy. Not only the SMSF numbers in those seats would be very, very high. The wealth numbers very high. Also, these are people who are very, very heavily geared with multiple investment properties and so on and so forth. These interest rate rises are going to bite very heavily. And if Jim Chalmers goes in May and turns around and blows up the stage 3 tax cuts, well, you know, I'm sorry, but that is this whole idea that you can vote for some non-Labor party, just send a message to the Liberals. That's all gone.
Let me just quickly read it just on James's point about self-managed super funds, which is what he's referring to there. Labor have now admitted, folks, don't put your money in industry super funds. That's what they basically told you. They have come out, this entire argument is admitting that self-managed super funds on average are going to make you more money than any of the industry super funds. They keep saying, oh, this only affects the wealthy and the self-managed super funds. Yes, the self-managed super funds is Mrs. Kafoops. It's the bloke down the road who actually thought, you know what, I would rather look after my money for the next 30 or 40 years than a bunch of clowns, union hacks who have been appointed by the Labor Party who sit on these industry super funds, creaming it off for doing nothing, and then sit back, fat cats, the lot of them, union fat cats, stealing your money because you were stupid enough to put it into a industry super fund. Go now. You've heard it from the Labor Party. Self-managed super funds are going to make you wealthier. Everybody should today be going, get out of the industry super funds. Labor has just told us they're not worth the time and money. Go into self-managed super funds. That's what they told you. They're so stupid, they don't even realise it.